Morning drive. It is finally above freezing outside. 33 degrees. It'll be 71 by 4:30. You know what they say about the weather in South Georgia. If you don't like it, hang around. It'll change pretty quickly, and it will today. As we, it'll get warmer this afternoon. Nice week looking ahead of us. And something coming up very big this week as well. We're going to tell you more about right now. It's the brand new Mended Little Hearts program coming to the South Georgia Medical Center. Kathy Swilley and Nikki Foreman in the studio with us this morning. Ladies, how are you?
Good.
I'm doing
How
well,
are you?
thank you.
We're doing great. We appreciate you being here. This is something brand new to all of us. Now, folks may have heard of the Mended Hearts program, and this is somewhat affiliated with that, but for younger folks.
That's correct.
Now, the meeting's going to be when this week?
February the 1st at 5 o'clock at South Georgia Medical Center in dining rooms 1 and 2.
Gotcha. So, Kathy, tell us a little bit about exactly what this program is about and who it's for.
Okay, the Mended Little Hearts program is a subgroup of the Mended Hearts, which is for adults, but this is for the parents of children who have congenital heart defects.
Just to find out what's out there, I guess keep them up with advances and things of that nature.
Well, it's mainly to provide peer support to parents, provide educational in-services to parents, and create public awareness out there for congenital heart defects.
And you told me something earlier that I was surprised by, that this is the most common form, correct? How many families are touched by this?
It is. Congenital heart defects is the #1 birth defect in the United States, and about 1 out of every 100 babies are born with a congenital heart defect.
Wow. And I guess that ranges from something that can be kind of taken care of pretty quickly and I don't say easily, but
to something very serious.
Yeah, so there's a big range of things in there.
That's right.
Yeah. But luckily, we've made a lot of advances, correct?
We have.
Yeah.
We really have.
In the last, it's a lot easier. I know you gave the story earlier about when you first started working. And well, tell your story because this affects you personally as well.
Okay. I'm a nurse. I started nursing in 1996, and the very first patient that I had congenital heart defect called left hypoplastic heart. At that time, there was not very much that they could do for congenital left hypoplastic heart, and this baby died. So it really affected me over the years. A few years later, back in 2004, which was actually when this Little Mended Hearts group started, we adopted my daughter named Chelsea, and she also has left hypoplastic heart. She had 3 surgeries prior to us adopting her, and it's come a long way. Chelsea's doing really good on a number of medications, but doing really great compared to 16 years ago.
So just that quickly, we've seen a lot of advances already. Nikki, let me ask you, that's fantastic. And this is going to be the first one in Georgia, right?
Yes, this is the first Mended Little Hearts program in the state of Georgia, so SGMC is definitely making a name for itself across the state right now with this program.
And proudly doing so, and I'm sure a lot of hospitals will be watching what happens here to kind of see. Have you gotten feedback from other places that are interested in possibly doing something else like this?
Well, we definitely have gotten great feedback across the state from other counties and surrounding cities, and even into North Florida, with people wanting to come and be a part of this support group because we are the closest one in our general region.
Gotcha. Now, did they have to register before they come to the meeting, or can they just come on Wednesday?
I think it's going to be open to anyone who wants to come. Kathy is taking names, and she's got a really great response from pediatricians across the state and in the area, and from parents and families within this area as well. But if you want to come and be a part of this support group, again, it's going to be taking place on Wednesday, February 1st at SGMC at 5 p.m.
5 p.m. And exactly where again at SGMC?
In dining rooms 1 and 2.
Gotcha. So come on out to the hospital and they'll get you there. And of course, we are very glad to have so many wonderful cardiologists here working with South Georgia Medical Center and all across the region. And they'll give you information when they're dealing with your child as their physician. But there's so much more, like you say, Kathy, that you can get from someone who's actually been through it. There's nothing really that can replace that.
That's correct. I, as a nurse, knew a little bit about cardiac defects, but nothing answered any questions like speaking to another parent.
Yeah, and just knowing that they've been through it. I mean,
that's right.
Even if it's not any new information, just knowing that there are other people out there dealing with what you're dealing with.
That's right.
Having that moral support is nothing like that. Emotional support as well. You can talk to all the physicians in the world, as Kathy was saying earlier, but there's nothing like having that one-to-one contact with another parent or another family member, guardian. And that's the thing about this support group. It's not just open to parents. It's open to caregivers and relatives or anybody who has someone in their family that's going through this ordeal.
That's a great point to make, Nikki, because this is very inclusive. We want everybody there. There's no charge for it.
No charge.
So just come on out. And again, this is to be the first meeting of it. This coming up Wednesday, February the 1st at 5 p.m. at South Georgia Medical Center. Again, the Mended Little Hearts program. And this is for, again, any caretaker, parent, or anybody involved with a young person from birth to 18, correct?
If you're still seeing your pediatrician, come on out.
Yeah.
And actually, Dr. Luton is going to be, we have a physician coming in to be a part of this first support group meeting, and he's going to come in and just talk about some different things, get us started, and show parents what this support group can actually provide for them.
Fantastic. How often will the group meet?
We'd like to meet quarterly.
Okay, so and we'll get the information out if you would like to come, but for some reason can't Wednesday. You can still get involved with it. We'll let you know when the next meeting is, or is it available like on the hospital's website or something like that as far as when the meetings will be?
You can also sign up on the intranet.
Okay, good.
Yes,
good.
We're working on that right now.
Gotcha. We'll let you know when you can do that. But again, if you can be there Wednesday at 5 p.m., that's the time, and then get that information. Again, it's not just about your child's certain situation. It's mainly just about having that support, like you say, of others who have been through it. And no matter what, I mean, when you talk about cardiovascular disease, and of course I'm no expert, but it seems that would involve a lot of different kinds of. I mean, there could be a 1,000 different types of it that affects people.
That's correct.
Yeah. Well, this is a great idea, and not only the first in the state of Georgia. There aren't really. I mean, there are some around the country, but they're still relatively young around the country too, right?
Yes, definitely. There's not that many of these types of support groups, and people really don't think that you need those types of support groups. You think, okay, you go to your doctor, you get your information, but just like any other support group that's out there, this one is just as important. And so we don't want people to feel fearful or intimidated by, or unsure of wanting to come and be a part of this program. This is just for any and everybody who is just dealing with this and just needs maybe somebody to talk to, a shoulder to lean on. So,
well, certainly, I think it's far past time for something like this to happen, and we've seen, of course, support groups for things like cancer and autism, and certainly those support groups do wonderful work as well. And it's, I think, certainly one for cardiovascular disease. It's time to have one here.
And we're getting some really great support from our hospital leadership. Randy Sauls is our CEO, and he's been getting a lot of great responses across the state from this support group and all the information that we're putting out, trying to get people aware of what's going on. So we want to thank him and the rest of our administration for being so supportive and helping us to get this started.
Well, I think South Georgia Medical Center has that reputation of being proactive and being a leader in things like this. So this certainly falls in line with a lot of other things that the folks there at South Georgia Medical Center have done. So, Kathy, good luck on Wednesday. I hope you have a huge turnout.
Thank you. We sure do appreciate it.
And also, go ahead.
If anyone would like to contact for more information, please call me, Kathy Swilley, at South Georgia Medical Center at 229-259-4270.
Very good. And call her there. Let her know that you're coming if you like. But if you don't get a chance to do that, if you're driving and don't have a chance to write that number down, just remember, Wednesday at 5, South Georgia Medical Center at the dining rooms there, and you'll be welcome for sure. Ladies, thanks so much for coming in this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And let us know how it goes. We'd like to provide folks with some feedback. So let us know how the meeting goes.
We appreciate that.
We're going to take a break and come right back. Remember, our strangest story of the day coming up as we end it like Beckham. That's coming up in just a little while. But more of the Morning Drive right after this. On News Talk 105.9, this is WVGA.